It's a new year. How about creating a new you? If you don't, you're going to take all the stuff with you into the new year, and it's all from the past. It's not created now. It's not part of your dreams and fulfillment and joy. It's what you should do if you have to do. It's how you smile when you don't feel like it. It's when you do things by routine, not by choice. A robot could be feeling better than we feel sometimes when we're just going through the motions of life. No, there's magic available. All we have to do is realize it. You know, we only use about 20% of what we have. You use the same 20% clothes. Those are the ones you're comfortable with. Those are the ones you trust. Those are the ones you feel safe with. They feel like home. They feel like you belong. They're nurturing. What if you created life was on your side? Life wanted you to win. Life loves, appreciates, actually loves you and cherishes you. You're special. There's no other you on the whole planet that thinks and acts and breathes the way that you do. You're a special gift since there's only one you. Now that you have a new year to create, let's create today. Let's create that life wants us to enjoy it. That nature, look at nature. There are three worlds. There's the world of sky that has clouds and rainbows and snow and rain and lightning, the best movie around, and filled with birds, marvelous and magical creatures. And then there's the earth with mountains and rivers and oceans and animals and fish and flowers and bushes and huge trees all over the world. And it's free, it's ours to enjoy or to not notice because we're so busy surviving the day and getting through it so we could be alone and just relax. And we call that being ourselves. That was the way we're living. Does it have to be that way? This is a brand new day we've never had before. How can we feel good? How can it make us appreciate ourselves and being alive? I'm 91 years old, and when somebody asked my youngest son, "Is your mom always this happy?" He says, "Yep, I call her every morning, make sure I'm still okay." And sometimes she says, "I'm so happy, it should be illegal." And I am. Not only did I create myself for being happy, I created myself for being healthy. When I was in my 50s, I would wake up in the morning stiff. I would have to stretch just to be able to get out of bed. When I was in my 60s, I took on, I can create anything. I got in touch with my power like I never had before in my 60s. And I said, what do I want? And I started creating things like parking spaces, which is a good thing. And when it began to happen, I thought I created other things, and I had some really nice successes. Then I decided I was going to do a biggie. I took on I'm always well. I did. I decided I'm always well. And I created this loving relationship with my 100 trillion cells in my body. They're born perfect. And they take their instructions from you, from me. When you have complaints, you're complaining about, when you have bodily complaints, whether physical or cosmetic, your cells think that's what you're ordering them to do, to create brightness and health, or dullness and achiness, or conditions limiting you. I took on always well, and little by little, my conditions and diseases started disappearing. They really did. And it seemed like miracles. I'm 91 today, and I wake up in the morning. Listen up, this is a miracle. I wake up in the morning like a baby. No aches, no pains, no stiffness. Like a baby, like a rope in water. I open my eyes and I start hugging myself, saying, thank you, you wonderful cells. And they blossom and show off their perfection for me. And when I do have a complaint, I don't make a disease out of it or a permanent condition out of it. I don't Google it to find out the symptoms, what it possibly could mean. Because I know my cells, my new cells, will get rid of whatever it is. And if it doesn't, listen up. I'm a psychotherapist. If it doesn't lighten up, then I know there's a gift in me to let go of something unnecessary that I'm dragging with me, some attitude, some guilt, some shame, some blame, some negative thing that haunts me from the past. We honor our shame from the past. It's ghosting us in the morning or in the evening when we try to go to sleep or wake up in the morning, or during times when we're happy, we're reminded of what terrible sinners, people we are. The shame. You know what? Everybody feels shame. It's humiliating. It's embarrassing. It's just part of life. You can't go through life with, they're like, emotions are like keys on a piano. There's you can press any of them, and some of them feel good and some of them don't. You're in charge. If you're not, your past is in charge. Your past shame, your past blame, your past physical conditions, your diagnosis. I don't diagnose people. It locks them into a category and that's it. Oh, I'm whatever it is. I have this or I have that. A lot of diagnoses can be wrong and they don't matter anyway. But if you believe them and you look at up all the symptoms and all the side effects, good luck. You're on a ladder going down rather than up. You are in charge of your life. It's your life. It's your body. It's your reality. We each have our own reality. We can create a reality that suffers, And good luck on that one. You're resigned. You're just depressed. And you smile because you have to, but you don't feel it. Or you could have a childlike innocence, expecting to be loved and appreciated and participated with. It really is up to us. So at 60, I started taking care of my body. And at 91, I wake up way happier than most people. I wake up way healthier than everybody. You know, I'm a freak, a phenomenon, but I'm useful because I'm an example of what's possible. Now, if you're on Spotify, you're probably young. It's okay if you're old too. In fact, I would love it. You're in charge. A friend of mine was diagnosed with lung cancer, stage 4. I talked with her every day for 9 months, and she healed it, and she's fine. I'm not saying, yes, I am saying, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But when you feel discouraged, when you feel you don't belong, when you feel life's not on your side, the economy, the politics, the neighborhood, the education or lack thereof, guess what? None of it really matters. What really matters is who you are inside. How do you feel? What's your relationship with life? What's your relationship with your body? What's your relationship with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors? You can make friends any place you go if you feel good about yourself. That's your main job. You are good. You like being a good person. You like being a kind person. You like being a fair person. You like being a helpful person. You're just afraid you're going to be taken advantage of. You're just afraid you don't belong already. You're not going to risk anything. That's all nonsense. Spoken by a frightened child in your history. And that's dominating you today because you're too lazy to create wonder today, to create joy today, to create a loving world. I created that life was on my side, and I started all of nature loves me. Trees love me. Trees are my best friend. When I was unhappy, when I was in my 30s, I went to sit under a tree at a local park, and a leaf fell on my lap, and I took it as a sign to start silently sharing my dilemma at the moment with the tree silently. I didn't want to be locked up. And I felt heard. This was a tree. And it started my love affair with trees. Trees nurture me. Trees are my friend. If I'm upset about something or don't feel up to par, I make sure I can see a tree, even if it's a picture of a tree. And birds and clouds and flowers, they're all my friends. I created a world so that anywhere I look, I had markers to remind me, Lynn, you're loved. Lynn, you're appreciated. Lynn, you're okay. Lynn, you're good enough. Lynn, you're an inventor of your life. What are you creating today? What is there to feel good about today? What is there to think about that's worthwhile and exciting today? Greet the world like it's your friend. Love your body. I hug myself when I wake up in the morning, and my cells just show off their perfection for me. And when they don't, I know there's something I need to let go of. I know I'm repeating it, but it's worth repeating. Love being alive now. Most of the thoughts you have now are recordings from yesterday. They're not original thoughts. You're being ghosted. It's from yesterday. It's the nonsense you said to yourself yesterday about yourself and about everybody else. How you don't belong, and you're too this and you're too that, and you're not enough this, and you come from this, and who cares? Oh, I forgot, you do. Oh, that's right. Well, then you have to suffer because you're just a misfit. Nobody really likes you. They just pretend they do. That's what we think. And somebody's laughing, two people, they're laughing at me. It's nonsense. We're paranoid about others don't like us. We're the ones that don't like us. Let a tree love you. Let yourself love your cells. I took on loving my cells when I didn't care about what I looked like, particularly on the outside. I was, I don't know, too fat or too uh, whatever it was. Well, you can love your cells and still have opinions about, how tall or short or what kind of hair or what kind of skin or what kind of marks you have on your body. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is you right now. Say 3 nice things to yourself, 3 things that you can appreciate, and really take it on to appreciate it. Your stomach will feel better, your elimination will be better, your skin will be better, and that's just starting. You're going to be really excited when you find out what a creator and an artist you are, to have a glowing body and a happy soul. You can do it. Go for it. I trust you.